Good evening, good evening, good evening. My name is Fonton Daniel. I'm speaking here from the great state of Texas. I am here to address a very important message. This message is very imperative, and this message is directed towards poor Biya. Poor Biya, I understand that the Electoral Commission in less than 48 hours is going to proclaim you as another next president for the next 7 years. You are 86 years old. You have got a good career for yourselves, but it is time to go on retirement. The retirement will serve you, your country, the place that you believe you were born, and the place you believe that you grew up. But I know you have people that surround you, and these individuals are deceiving you. I can assure you that you have your children. You believe that at the time of your normal death, you will believe that your children will sit beside you and mount you for your final departure. And you have a choice to make at this moment, at this last moment. I know when you have hundreds of guns that surround you with the military, you believe that you are supreme being and that nobody can deceive, somebody can harm you or destroy you. I know you were fighting war with the people of Southern Cameroon, now the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. But now the defense will be multitasking. It will not be just the Ambazonian, it will be your own fellow citizens of your country, La République du Cameroon. Because this is going to be a triangular fight. The people from Grand North are going to descend on you, the people from Littoral are going to descend on you, and the people of Southern Cameroon are going to descend on you. And you have a choice to decide whether is that the right pathway you have chosen. I know there are certain people within your clique, and I know so many of them. You have Atanganji, who claim to be an Anglophone. This Atanganji, I don't know if it's actually Atanganji or Atanga Peter. Either way, one should be his name. This individual is an ex-graduate from the New Bay prison. And these are the people that surround you and they deceive you. And that is where your downfall is going to come by. You all know what happened to Muammar Gaddafi. You all know what happened to the Iraqi former dictatorship. Remember, each century, each year, each moment, one of the dictators will depart this earth. I am sure you will be the next. But this is the moment that you will decide. You have less than 48 hours to make that decisions on behalf of your family. You have people like your chief of staff, Mecca Claude René, you are chief of staff for armed forces. You have General Jacques Famdogo, you have Akaman Fumo, and you have Martin Berger, and you have Issa Shiruma. These people are deceiving you. And I can assure you that you have your child, your children, you have your wife, and you have your distant family. But this is a matter of a nation, and that you have a choice to make. Because the demonstration has already begun, and it's less than 48 hours for you to make those choices. Whether you want to descend as a well-recognized somebody, or you're going to descend in debt, in carcash, in cage, in particles. But I am here from the great state of Texas. I am giving you the last warning that you have a choice in less than 48 hours before your proclamations to decide that I am going to hand over the power. I am not going to take this. I am going to respect my family. I am going to see my children, and I'm going to die a natural death. I am not going to die that I will be killed. But I am here to encourage you to make that critical decisions, because you have less than 48 hours to make those decisions. I can assure you that when the time comes, you will not be able to defend yourself, defend your children, no matter the ammunition that you have or amount of gun you have. But I can assure you, it's time you step aside and choose. I know Eleka has deviated and changed the result of the recent election which was announced, which took place. And they turned everything in favor of you. Even the Supreme, whatever they call the Supreme Court or whatever they call it, the Council. Despite the various challenges, various smart lawyers came about and told you exactly what needs to be done. But yet you have deviated and you have choose because you're being forced by your wife. Remember, the wife of Lady my birth, when the husband told him that he was being spoken by the wishes and that nobody can destroy Macbeth, and the wife believed that this was a factual information. And when the Binam wood moved, then Macbeth realized that he was being deceived. And that is why you are being deceived by a group of individuals that surround you and making you to believe that it is a reality. Mr. Biya, you have a choice, less than 48 hours to make. And I can assure you that this my message is recorded, and other people will listen to these messages. Maybe by the time you will have gone. I can assure you, this is the moment that you have a choice to decide, and you can do this within the next by Monday when the proclamation will be made. And if you decide that I have seen myself, that I am no longer capable to fulfill my duty as the President of the Republic of Cameroon, and you decide and make those choices, you can change and make a difference, a lasting impression, and that the world will recognize you. But you can choose not to do so. I can assure you that this is the last moment for you and your family. And this is Funton Daniel. I am speaking here from the great state of Texas, and fellow brothers of the Amazonian. We will not relentlessly ignore that our nation is at war. We are at war. Our fellow brothers, we are at war. Our brothers and sisters are being killed by the neighboring country, La Republic. We will not hesitate. We will not linger around. We will persuade every military that is currently in our territory, because our nations has been killed, our brothers and sisters. This is not a time we're going to be romancing. This is a time we must defend our sovereign nations. And I want to take a moment to thank you. And I want to still remind La Republic that you have people like Atangaji, you have people like Issa Shiruma, you have Ebongole. These are people that are deceiving you. And when you see the military surround you, you believe you are capable. But I am here to assure you that this is the wrong moment that you have chosen. Whether you make it now or never, but you have less than 48 hours to make those choices. I wish you good luck in your lifetime. Have a nice day.